Good afternoon to everybody. We'll now start. I'd like to welcome everybody to this pep talk this afternoon. Please mute yourself, but always show your video picture. Sign in your name, your Facebook account, or email address in the chat box. This includes the names of companions attending with you. Use the chat box to ask questions and make comments while the pep talk is on. There'll be group pictures at the start and end of the pep talk, so please show your faces in the video. As a reminder, after the pep talk, please take the online Learning Com evaluation test exercise for mastery of learning and have a perfect score to get a certificate like the one shown here. Okay, I have placed the link in the chat box. There are a lot of mentees who have availed of this voucher already. Okay, so the voucher will consist of this one. So obtaining 25 OLETA certificates will entitle one mentee to a voucher for a RO host on medical consultation, either face-to-face or telemedical. As I said, a lot of you have availed of this voucher already. Now, for those who have not started, you're welcome to do so. Another request, please type in your feedback in the chat box during the open forum and before we adjourn. Thank you. Let's now have a group picture before we start the pep talk proper in 2 minutes. Please turn on your video now and show your beautiful faces. Are you all ready? One, two, three. I have a patient empowerment program in which I'd like to empower the lay people or patients to take control in the management of their health. I started the pep talk history-wise on May 15, 2021 during the COVID-19 pandemic. There are 3 courses in the pep talk. I completed the core course, which I may repeat anytime. So I completed the core course on October 9, 2021. This include the following topics: patient empowerment program, patient management process, rights in patient empowerment, and staying healthy and contented. Then from October 23, 2021 onwards, I've been tackling health disorder and health issue courses. Samples of courses are shown here for the health disorder and health issue courses. So May 17 this year, 2025, marks the start of year number 5. So we're now on our 5th year of the RO House on Pep Talk. How long the Pep Talk will last will depend on the enthusiasm, discipline, and perseverance of everybody here, including me and also yourself. My Pep Talk today is entitled, How to Assess the Pulse, a Must Know for the Lay People. The empowerment objective is for the lay people to have an essential understanding on how to assess the pulse as part of their health management. Disclaimers: this particular pep talk will contain my thoughts, perceptions, opinions, and recommendations culled from personal experiences as well as from writings of other professionals. And the topics will include the following. I will define first what is a pulse, pulse or pulso. Where can a pulse usually be palpated or felt? Saan? Usually. Why do physicians palpate the pulse? Kung ginagawa, there are some physicians who don't do that. Okay. Why should lay people know how to assess the pulse? What are the 2 pulses that lay people should at least learn how to assess? Maraming pulses na pwedeng kunin sa ibang parting katawan, but we will just recommend 2, at least these 2, okay, that must be learned by everybody. How to assess the radial and carotid pulse? Yun yun, yung two pulses. The lay people should know how to assess the radial as well as the carotid pulse. And what is usually considered as normal pulse rate, yung rate in takbo, yung ganong kabilis, kabagal. Okay? Then when to consult a physician if one has an unusual pulse assessment. Kung meron siyang abnormality or unusual findings, magbagal, magbilis, okay? O hindi siya regular in rhythm. So when should they consult a physician? So let's start with the first topic. Let's define first what is a pulse. A pulse is a rhythmic throbbing of the arteries that can be that you can feel on the skin surface caused by the contraction of the heart. So every time the heart beats, it pushes the blood through the arteries, creating pressure wave, which is the pulse. So dalawang klaseng, usually two major types of vessels. You have the arteries and veins in your body. Yung arteries ang pinag-uusapan dito sa pulse. Okay? So yung rhythmic throbbing of the arteries and not the vein. No? Okay. So yung dugo na pupunta sa arteries manggagaling sa puso. No? Okay. So every time the heart beats, it pushes the blood through the arteries, then mafe-feel niyo yung may pulso, no? Yung isang throbbing. Okay? So this is exemplified by pag sa ECG, electrocardiogram, ito yung lumalabas, yung mga ganon, no? Okay. So, it just shows it's originate from the heart, no? Okay. And then, you can feel it by palpating. Ito, example of a radial pulse. Okay? Lalagay lang yung kamay doon, yung daliri doon, at ikakapa. Okay, so which you can feel on the skin surface. No? So, hindi na kailangan buksan yung artery, pero makakapa natin through the balat, through the skin. So, when the heart beats, it pumps blood into the arteries, causing them to expand. And then between beats, the heart relaxes. Okay? And then the pressure in the arteries also drop. Kaya yung tinatawag na throbbing pabukso-bukso, no? Bug, 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 no? So this alternating expansion and contraction is what is felt as the pulse, Where can a pulse usually be felt or palpated? The pulse is most commonly felt at points where an artery runs close to the surface of the skin. Pag malalim, like yung mga nasa tiyan, na malalim na arteries, mahirap kapain yon unless talagang malaki, may aneurysm siya. No? Okay. But for ordinary pulse, usually yung mga nasa ibabaw lang ng mga katawan, like the wrist, no? Then the neck, the inside of the elbow, groin, sa singit, behind the knees, top and inner side of the foot. So these are examples of places where we can easily palpate the pulse. Kasi malapit yung arteries doon sa surface. No? So through the skin, makakapa natin pulse. Okay? So this is an illustration of the radial pulse. No? Ang pangalan, kaya radial pulse, ang pangalan ng artery nito is the radial artery. No? Tumatakbo ito nito sa base of the thumb. Okay? Dito naman, carotid pulse. This is the pulse coming from the carotid artery. Kaya tinawag na carotid pulse. Ito na sa leeg. Brachial pulse, coming from the brachial artery. Dito yung sinasawag na inside of the elbow. No? So, pwede rin kapain yon, no? Kung kailangan. No? So, femoral pulse sa singit. No? Ito yung singit. Pwedeng kapain yan. No? Okay, coming from the femoral artery. And then, dito naman, dito sa popliteal, sa likod ng knee. No? But you have to use two hands, two set of fingers to palpate for the popliteal pulse coming from the popliteal artery. Then sa paa naman, you can feel the so-called posterior tibial pulse. Dito dumadaan sa likod. No? Illustrated here. Okay. And then dito sa dorsalis pedis pulse, nasa ibabaw. ng paa, no? Mapi-feel natin. So ito yung mga nasa paa, importante ito pag nag-assess tayo sa mga pasyente na may gangrene ng paa, na mga may diabetic foot, na walang masyadong uh, blood tumatakbo sa paa. Yeah, we try to feel for the pulse, no? I-assess natin kung may dugo, may blood tumatakbo dun sa paa or not. Kung mahina, may abnormality. Yun ang cause ng mga gangrene ng paa, no? Now, why do physicians palpate the pulse? The pulse is a vital signs, meaning it's very, very important. It can, vital means it can tell you whether yung pasyente is dead or is still alive. No? Okay. So it's a vital sign reflecting the activity of the heart and the circulatory system. Importante sa katawan natin yung heart and circulatory system aside from the lungs, di ba? Okay. So if there is no pulse, usually it's a sign of death. Patay, death. There is cessation or stoppage of activity of the heart and the circulatory system. So kung walang pulse, usually matatakot na tayo, baka dead na yung pasyente o yung tao, no? Okay. Now, kung minsan, faint pulse naman, mahina ang pulso, then usually, nasa shock siya, let's say hypotension, shock, mababa ang BP niya, and other causes of shock, and then it could be an impending death bago mamatay o pwedeng mamatay in few seconds. No? So no pulse, faint pulse. So we can determine this by palpating the pulse. Okay. So it is an emergency if there is no pulse or there is a very, very faint pulse. Okay, na mahirap kapain, no? So you may have to do a cardiopulmonary resuscitations right away. So pag napansin natin walang pulso at very, very weak ang pulse, we may have to do a CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitations. So palpating the pulse can help assess ito yung mga benefits, no? Their circulatory status, para yung alloy, yung agos ng mga dugo sa katawan. Heart functions is also another benefit that we can get from palpating the pulse, assessing the pulse. Then signs of shock or blood loss. Kung saan yung blood loss hindi natin nakikita, nasa loob, no? Pero if you palpate the shock, the blood, the pulse, pag mababang mababa, it could signify baka meron siyang blood loss inside the abdomen or somewhere else, particularly those with trauma, with na aksidente, na bunggo, na bundol sa tiyan, na? Okay. Or sa chest. Na? Then sign of shock, yung mga mababa ang BP, blood pressure. Na? And then the other benefit of palpating the pulse, it can help assess the heart rhythm. Kung regular ang yung tibok, no? Let's say, kung ganun ang tibok, dug, 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 dug. Okay lang yon. Pero kung ang tibok is dug, 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 irregular yon. No? So, those are called arrhythmia. Now, physicians palpate the pulse not just to count, hindi lang bibilangin in heartbeats per minute. No? Hindi lang yon, no? Pero that's the first step, no? Okay? Usually yun ang ginagawa, pero hindi lang yun ginagawa. Not only the heart rate or heartbeats, no? But also to get the sense of the overall heart rhythm and strength. No? So, heart rate, meaning how many beats per minute could be 10, 20, usually mamamatay na yun, no? Okay, 10, masyadong mabagal, no? Normally, ang heartbeat is about 60 to 100. Kuminsan, pwede pa rin normal kung 50, no? Wag lang aabot ng 10, 20, gano'n, no? Kung mataas naman, 120, 130, gano'n, no? Sobra naman, no? Then the rhythm, whether it's regular or irregular. As I said, kung dug, 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 regular yon. Kung irregular, dug, 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 dug. Ihinto na matagal, then dug, lalabas, then dug, hindi siya regular. So then, we also examine the strength of the heartbeat, kung malakas o mahina. Kung malakas, maganda. Okay? Kung mahina, pangit. No? So irregular, pangit. Weak pulse, pangit. Heart rate na masyadong mataas, masyadong mababa, pangit. Okay. So why should lay people know how to assess the pulse? As I said, pulse assessment is a vital activity that should be learned by lay people like you. Okay. Oh, everybody of us should know that. Okay. Not only for our own benefit, health benefit, but also to be of help to relatives and neighbors. Kung sa may nararamdaman tayo na di maganda, we can palpate our own pulse para ma-assess natin. May problema ba talaga itong katawan ko? Ganon. Na? Okay. So, kung marunong na kayo, you can also help your relatives. Let's say, nag-faint isang relatives ninyo at neighbors, ipapalpate lang yung heart and make come out with a diagnosis, no? Kung mabilis, mabagal, kung malakas ang pulse, kung may irregularity o ano, no? So, you should know how to palpate the pulse because it's easy, not only because of the importance, it's also easy, and it just takes a few minutes or less, no? Less than 1 minute, makukuha na ninyo yan, no? Okay. So you should learn how to do it, okay? And then here, we don't expect you to learn all yung mga, everything, the details about the pulse. You just learn the basic, now which I'm going to discuss later on in a little while. So what are the two pulses that lay people should at least learn how to assess? The radial pulse and the carotid pulse. Pwede na itong dalawa, yung mga lay people, okay? Radial pulse, there's a base of the thumb, okay? And dito yung radial artery, we try to feel for the pulse from the radial artery. And then sa carotid sa leg naman, dito. So, how to palpate and assess the radial pulse? Okay. Ito yung illustration. So try to locate the radial artery. That's the name of the artery. The radial artery runs along the thumb side, okay, side of the thumb of the wrist, just below the base of the thumb. Use your fingers to but you use the pads of your fingers and not the thumb, no? Your index and middle fingers, no? Gamitin yung wag yung thumb, no? Okay. So pwedeng tatlo, but usually dalawang fingers pwede na. Okay? Then apply appropriate pressure. Kasi kung minsan hindi masyadong madiin, wala kang hindi makakapa. So ididiin nyo na konti, no? So appropriate pressure that you can, pag todong pressure na wala pa rin, something talaga wala, no? Okay. So, apply light to moderate pressure para hindi masaktan kayo o masaktan yung pasyente, no? But you adjust it. Kung wala kayong nakakapa, diinan pa niyo ng konti, baka masyadong mababaw, hindi makapa, no? So, too little pressure may make it hard to feel the pulse. Yun ang sinasabi ko, okay? Pag masyadong magaan ang diin, baka hindi niyo ma-feel ang pulse. While too much naman, bihira naman ito, ah, baka kung masyadong madiin naman, baka mawala yung pulse, no? Pero bihira mangyari. So, ito yung mas common. Light pulse, no? Tapos sabihin nyo, ay, walang pulse. Pero yung pasyente, up and about, humihinga, walang problema, pero sinasabi nyo, walang pulse. Kasi pag sinabi mo walang pulse, dapat may problema. It's either the patient is going to die or magpe-faint na siya, gano'n, no? Okay. No, then feel the pulse. Pag na-locate nito, yung pulse na yon, then you assess the number of beats per minute, okay? The rhythm, and then the strength. Okay? And then how do you assess the pulse? By the rate. Okay? You count the beats. No? So the regular pulse will be 60 to 100, pero dito, so how do you count it? You can count it for 30 seconds, then multiply by 2, or you can do it by 15 seconds, then multiply by 4. No? Okay. So, pwedeng either 30 seconds, basta meron kang second-hand watch or clock, no? Okay. Then you count it by 30 seconds, multiply by 2, or kung gusto nyo mas mabilis, no? Pero mas accurate pa rin 30 or even yung 60 seconds, no? Kung irregular ang pulse, no, you have no choice but you have to use the 60 seconds para mabilang nyo yung buong number, makuha nyo yung buong accurate number of the pulse. Kasi kung irregular ang pulse. Now, the rhythm, you have to note whether it's regular. When you say regular, yung evenly spaced, no? Or irregular and evenly spaced. Then strength or amplitude, assess the strength of the pulse, either weak siya, mahina, normal siya, o masyadong malakas. Anyway, what's more important is whether it's weak or normal. Usually, walang problema dito sa strong, walang implicate o ano. No? Okay, mas mag-focus kayo dun sa weak. Kung mahinang mahina, despite na diniinan ninyo, may problema. Okay? Now, how about the carotid pulse? Carotid pulse na sa leeg, na banda rito, no? Ito yung thyroid cartilage, no? Yung Adam's apple, and then beside that, okay? So, position the patient, okay? Put the patient in lying down position, and or sit comfortably with their neck hyperextended, okay? And then make sure that the head is slightly tilted slightly to the opposite side of the one you will examine, no? Itilt, kung examine yung left side, itilt lang yung head to the right side para mas madaling kapain. No? Then locate the carotid artery. Okay. Pag may konting pulso, yun na yung carotid artery. Ngayon, kung wala, hahanapin nyo talaga, baka mali ang posisyon ninyo. No? Kung wala kayo nakapapa, no? Baka mali ang posisyon. So make sure that you are at the level of the Adam's apple sa lalaki. Adam's apple pwede din sa babae, kaya lang it refers to the same thing naman. Na? Okay. So on the side, just on the side. So the carotid artery runs in the groove between the trachea, ito yung trachea, and or windpipe, and the sternomastoid muscles. Ito yung muscles. Ito yung triangle. Okay. So the best will be just to use the Adam's apple, yung ano, as a sa level na yon, and then just a little on the side. No? So it falls within this trachea and then the sternocleidomastoid muscles. Okay. Then use your fingers to palpate for the carotid pulse. Use the pads of the fingers, of the index and middle fingers, dalawa rin, 2 fingers. Then gently place your fingers in the groove between the larynx or the thyroid cartilage and the anterior edge of the sternocleidomastoid muscles, about 1/3 of the way from the jaw to the clavicle. So the simplest to remember is yung Adam's apple na lang, or just beside it. Then apply gentle pressure. Again, press lightly. Huwag masyadong madiin because it might, mas delikado ito dito. Kung diniin yung masyado, baka makompress yung heart, yung daloy ng dugo sa artery, baka mag-faint yung pasyente. Okay? So never palpate both arteries at the same time, as this can reduce the blood flow to the brain and cause fainting. So dapat isa lang, huwag sabay, no? One at a time. Then feel the pulse. Again, you try to evaluate the rate, how many beats per minute, then rhythm, regular or irregular, and strength, whether normal or weak or strong, similar to the radial pulse. So what is usually considered as a normal pulse rate? A normal resting pulse rate, when you say resting, hindi yung pagkatapos makyat ng hagdan, masyadong pagod after exercise, no? So resting pulse rate typically ranges from 60 to 100. No? So yan ang usual range, no? Pero kung minsan may mga variations, no? So it can vary based on factors like age, fitness level, and overall health. Yung minsan yung 50 or 40, sa mga athlete, usually mababa yan. Now, normal pa rin yun. No? So once you feel the pulse, you count the beats. No? Regular pulse will be, as I said, count for 30 seconds times 2, okay, or 15 seconds times 4. Okay? So make sure you have to pay yung talagang meticulous attention. If you feel ninyo, yung talagang dug, no? Yung feel ninyo, no? Make sure you have accurate counting or or palpation of the pulse, and then you count it as one, then two, then three. But for irregular pulse rate, kung nakita niyo irregular pulse rate, you have to count the pulse for a full 60 seconds or 1 minute. Hindi pwedeng i-shortcut na 30 seconds or 15 seconds. So when you have 60 to 100 beats per minute, we call that normocardia by medical standards. Okay? Normocardia. Tachycardia, if it's more than 100 beats per minute. Okay. Bradycardia, brady means slow, then less than 60 beats per minute. So 60 to 100, below 60, brady, above 100, tachycardia. When to consult a physician if one has an unusual pulse. Unusual pulse means a normal pulse rate and an irregular rhythm. Okay? Or isama nila yung mga, pag may pulse rate siya na very weak, no? Kasama na rin doon. So abnormal heart rate, pulse rate, no? Either tachycardic or bradycardic, dapat pa-consult na sa doktor. Irregular rhythm, pa-consult nito, especially if it's discovered for the first time. No? Okay, I think that was the last slide. So summary and takeaway I have presented, discussed the following briefly, okay, and I hope concisely. What is a pulse? Where can a pulse usually be felt or palpated? Sa mga superficial areas. Then why do physicians palpate the pulse? Why should lay people know how to assess the pulse? What are the two pulses that lay people should at least learn how to assess? How to assess the radial and carotid pulse? And what is usually considered as normal pulse rate? And when to consult a physician if one has an unusual pulse assessment. Takeaway in relation to patient empowerment, be always in touch with reliable medical information on the pulse. Knowledge is power, it gives power. Use the four Ks of patient empowerment, kaalaman, kakayanan, karapatan, and kapangyarihan to gain greater control over decisions and make better decisions on knowing the pulse and how to assess it as part of your health management. This ends my pep talk today. I hope I have empowered you to have an essential understanding on how to assess the pulse as part of your health management. Before we go to the QA portion, reminder after the pep talk, please take the online learning curve evaluation test exercise for mastery of learning and have a perfect score to get a certificate like this. I have placed the link in the chat box. And as I said, obtaining 25 OLETE certificates will entitle one mentee to a voucher for a RO Hoson medical consultation, either face-to-face or telemedical. And then another request will be to type in your feedback in the chat box during the open forum and before we adjourn. Let's now have a group picture taking before we start the QA and interaction. Please turn on your video now. Okay. Ready? Everybody included na? One, two, 1, 2, 3. Okay. The floor is now open for questions, comments, suggestions, sharing of experiences, as well as consultations. How many know how to palpate their pulse already? Can I have a show of hands? Wala. One. Isa lang. Of course, Ray Hoson knows how. The Abbott knows how. Lagi nag-ECG kasi. The rest, wala. Okay. Okay. So, dapat nga pala, dapat very timely pa rin itong lecture ko, no? So, dapat, so do you agree that everybody should know how to palpate a pulse?
Yes po, Dok.
Madali lang yun, di ba? Okay. So, okay. I see a lot of, okay. I'll tell you one specific usefulness dito in consideration of the audience that I have. Si Hershey is an kasi yung gamot yung you can do the pulse rate determination also to monitor yung side effects ng mga gamot ng iniinom ninyo, no? Okay. Kung minsan pag umiinom kayo ng especially levothyroxine, pag sumobra, magiging tachycardic kayo, no? Okay. So so you need to monitor your pulse rate while you on levothyroxine, no? Kasi kung minsan pag sumobra at naging tachycardic, sumobra yung pulse rate nyo, ibababa lang yung dosage, no? Okay. Okay. So yan ang one example of the usefulness of knowing how to take the pulse. Kaya marami akong in-invite na those who are on levothyroxine to attend, na? Pero si Hershey lang yata nakapag-attend. Sino pang si Belet is also on thyroid. Cha is also on thyroid hormones, di ba? Cha Conception, no?
Yes, Dok.
Okay. So, monitor mo yung pulse rate mo, Cha.
Opo.
Oh, so you know how to monitor already.
Yes, yes, Dok. Yung last
Ah,
check-up po, tinuruan mo na ako.
di pangatlo ka na, pangalawa ka na, aside from my son. Si Hershey, marunong ka na.
Yes, Doc.
Okay, apat na, tatlo na. At least masaya na ako. Sino pa? Jeng, marunong ka na? Nagta-thyroid ka rin, di ba?
Yes, Doc. Nung tinuruan niyo ako dati, Doc, nung unang-unang nagpa-check up ako sa inyo dun sa thyroid ko, yung dito nga po, yung hindi ko pa maintindihan nung una kung saan ko hahanapin.
Oo.
Dito lang, Doc.
Oo.
Ako na naman, alam ko na naman pong tingnan, pero yung kung ano pa yung talagang dapat kong malaman, parang hindi pa ganun. Ako ka-consistent na kung okay ba o hindi.
Ang tagal na nun. From
Dok,
now on,
magpa-try natin pag sa check-up ko po,
sige.
magpapaturo ulit.
Okay, ita-testing na kita. Okay. Si Perla, you're taking levothyroxine. Di ba? Perla,
Opo.
oh, pinomonitor mo yung pulse rate mo.
Hindi po ako marunong, doktor.
Okay. So, anyway, after today, dapat marunong ka na. Okay? So, what I want you to do now, kung wala kayong tanong, can you show me, buksan niyo yung video ninyo. Okay. Put on your video, and then, can you put your two fingers dito, parang ganon, sa base of the thumb. Ganon. Sige. Pakita mo muna sa akin yung ano. Itapat niyo parang sa screen ko, ganon. Pakita, para makita ko. Okay, kay Cha. Okay, okay, kay Cha. Okay, kay Jeng, okay. Kay Perla, okay. Belet, yung sa'yo, hindi ko nakita yung sa'yo. Ganon, ganon, ganon. Lagay mo sa camera. Ila, ah, yung dalawang daliri mo. Sige, yan. Okay. Okay. So, position mo na. Mamaya ika-count ninyo. Okay. And then si PB dito sa base, sa baba. Sa yan, sige, sa baba pa. Yan. Dito. Wag dito, hindi dito, hindi dito sa ano. Sa base. Sa may konting side. Konting side. Yan. Konting side. Okay. Yan, dyan. Napi-feel mo? Napi-feel mo yung pulso? Okay. So, may Ann, okay. Si Charita. Charita, patingin nga yung kamay mo. Ayan, okay. Seni. Seni, nasaan? Ano mo nga, ganun, adjust mo yung kamay mo. Ay, baliktad yata. Nasa sa thumb. Nasa may thumb mo. Baliktad yata. Okay, okay. Yeah. Kasi i-angle mo ng konti, hindi ko makita. Ayan, yung thumb. Okay. Okay, si Hershey, okay. Baby, ikaw, ano saan sa'yo? Yan, okay. So, yan ang position. Ngayon, i-count na ninyo. Okay. So, 30 seconds. Sige, 30 seconds. I-count ninyo. Meron kayong, ano? Meron kayong second hand na clock o kung na watch. I-count ninyo. And then tell me the results. Okay? Times 2. Ilan? Tapos na? O, ulitin natin. Ulitin natin. Ako magta-timing, ha? Okay. Ha? Sabay-sabay tayo, ha? Pag sinabi kong 30 seconds tayo, ha? 30 seconds. Minute ulit pa. Sandali. Okay, ready na kayo? Pag sinabi kong go, start counting. No? When I say stop, stop. No? Then tandaan niyo yung number, ha? Yung how many, ha? Then you have to tell me later on, ha? Okay? Ready? Start. Stop. Okay? O, Perla, ilan sa'yo?
4-0 sa akin? Aywan ko.
Okay. Okay pa yon. 40 times 2, 80. Okay? 80 per minute. That's still normal. Okay? Okay, Belet, sa'yo.
88 po.
Okay.
44 times 2.
Okay, normal pa rin. Check.
36, Doc.
Times 2.
Di,
Times 2
yung
yun o 36 times 2 na.
72.
Ha?
36,
72.
72.
Okay, akala ko 36 lang. Mababa yan. Okay.
Sa
Cha, ilan sa'yo?
50 times 2, Doc.
Ang bilis naman. Ulitin mo. Ulitin mo, ha?
Hindi po.
So, 104 yan. Di ba?
50,
So,
Doc. 50. 100.
okay nga. Medyo mataas na siya. I-check mo lang
Mataas ba
ulit.
yun?
Ulitin mo
Okay
lang,
po.
ha? Tatanong ko lang yung ibang tao ito.
Sige po.
Si Christy, ilan? Wala si Christy? Sumama ba si Christy?
Hi. 88, doctor.
Ha? 88?
88. Opo.
Okay, good. Normal. Beth, ikaw?
78.
Good, good. Okay. PB, unmute. Wala na, nawala si PB. Mayan,
56 po, Dok.
times 56 times
Hindi,
2.
28 lang.
Ulitin mo. Medyo unusual. Na? Ulitin mo lang. Okay. Unless athlete ka. Okay. Charita,
84, Doc.
ha?
84.
Very good. 84. Zenny, ha? Zenny? Ilan Zenny sa'yo? Unmute ka. Unmute. Hindi kita marinig. Unmute,
60.
ha? Balikan kita. Hindi kita naririnig eh. Okay. Hershey, ilan sa'yo, Hershey?
74, Doc.
Very good. 74. Ilang tabletas iniinom mo?
Dalawa, Doc.
200? Okay.
Apo, 200.
Okay. Imo-monitor mo lang yung pulse rate mo, ha? Okay.
Sige, Doc.
Baby.
Hi, Doc. 82.
Okay, good. Oh, Phoebe, balik tayo sa'yo. Ilan sa'yo, Phoebe?
Teka lang muna. 38. Nawala
38,
ko si bigla
38
eh.
times 2.
Yes. 76.
76, normal. Okay. Mayan, balik
Okay.
tayo sa'yo. Okay ka na?
Wala kasi akong ano, Dok, yung second ano. Bali 30 lang, Dok. Tapos times 2 ko.
Oh, 60.
Opo.
No, sige. So, basta maganda yung 60 to 100, no? Okay.
Okay po.
Okay, 60 to 100 pwede pa. Okay? Okay. Pero kung lumapas ng konti, baka pagod ka, mamaya after 5 minutes, pahinga ka lang, then balikan mo, no? Okay, ulitin
Okay
mo
po.
lang. Okay?
Thank you po,
Okay.
Dok.
Sino pa bang, okay. Sino pinaulit ka pa? Si Cha.
Opo.
Oh, ilan na?
88 na lang.
Ha?
88 na lang, Doc. 44
Oh,
times 2.
okay. So, sige, usually ganun yon. Pag dalawang determination, mas maganda. No? Okay? First determination, nagawa ninyo, ulitin ninyo para to make sure na consistent ang results. No? Ganon. Okay?
Okay po,
So,
Doc.
anyway,
Thank you.
sandali lang, less than 1 minute lang yan eh. No? Okay? So, may nakapaka yung irregular o regular. Lahat regular. Walang may abnormal na jug. Jug, jug, jug. Puros jug, 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 jug. Regular lahat, ha? I hope. Okay? And then, since gising na gising kayo, I suppose yung malakas ang pulso ninyo. Kasi kung mahina ang pulso ninyo, tulog kayo, antukin kayo dyan. Okay. Okay. So yung carotid naman, sige. Subukan niyo yung carotid. Ito. So either left or right, ano lang. Ito yung bandang Adam's apple sa taas, no? Sa tabi lang. Okay. So tell me kung nakakapanin niyo.
Mas mabilis siya, Dok, kaysa sa
Dapat
braso.
pareho lang. Dapat pareho lang yan. No? Isa lang yung puso ninyo eh. Okay. Pag dalawa ang puso niyo, pwede mas iba yung pulso sa carotid, iba yung pulso sa ano. Nafe-feel niyo lahat? Mas malakas, di ba? Mas malakas yon compared to dito sa kamay.
Opo, Dok.
Kasi mas malaki yung vessels doon, na? Okay. Lahat, nakapanyo lahat. Patingin ng kamay.
Yes, Doc.
Lahat. Okay. Si Phoebe, nakapama na, Phoebe?
Wala pa eh. Saan ba yun?
Wala pa. Buhay ka pa, di
Wala.
ba?
Wala akong nakapa.
Ganun
Saan
mo.
ba?
Sa tabi.
Left
Ito.
or right descent?
Isa lang, isang side lang muna. Wag mong isasakal ang sarili mo.
Sa left side ako.
Sige.
Ba't
So,
parang
bilis.
wala akong
Dalawang
naramdaman?
So, bilis
daliri,
sa kanan.
dalawang daliri lang. Tatlo, pwede rin. Tatlo. Sa
Parang
tabi ng
beke, no?
sa tabi ng Adam's apple mo,
Dok, dyan tumutubo yung beke, di ba?
hindi, yung beke dito. Sa
Dyan ba
tenga,
yun? Di ba dito?
sa tenga yung beke.
Ah,
Bakit wala?
Bakit?
sa kanan po. Kanan baba.
Sa kanan
Subukan
na.
mo yung kaliwa.
Kanan
Ayan.
baba.
Baka parado.
Yeah. Wala
Kung wala
nga.
kang makapa at gising na gising ka pa, baka parado. Kasi kung kabilaan wala, patay ka na.
Uy. Baka mahina lang ang ano niya. Hindi ko maramdaman.
Diinan mo ng ano. Okay na?
Wala eh. Aywan, saan ba siya?
Dito lang, sa tabi lang. Yan, sige, yan. Maghintay ka lang. Diin pa. Kung wala, diin pa na konti.
Dai.
Meron na.
Bakit? Wala.
Sige, basta kapain mo mamaya. Siguradong meron yan. Kasi kung wala,
Yeah.
ibig sabihin, baluwa,
Dead.
dead ka na. So, yung sa carotid, yun ang usefulness sa carotid, yung mga nawalang malay ng tao, nakita niyo sa daan, no? Ganon, no? Kung di niyo makapa yung pulse, pwede niyo parang to complement it, kapain din yung carotid. Kung talagang wala sa carotid, wala rin sa kamay, siguradong patay na yan, no? Okay, namatay. Dapat i-CPR na, payin, na? Okay? So, yan ang usefulness of knowing the two, radial pulse at carotid pulse. Okay? Kasi madali lang eh. Di ba? Okay. And yung mga impormasyon na ibibigay sa atin, very, very crucial. No? Kung buhay pa yung pasyente, patay na. Okay, number two, kung mayroong mga abnormality sa heart, no? Ganon. No? Saka kung may gamot, we're using the pulse to monitor. No? Okay? Okay? So, any questions?
Yes.
Meron na? PB?
Yeah, mayroon na.
Dapat, buhay ka.
Kasi malalaki yung mga veins ko ngayon, yung mga ugat ko na lumalabas.
Okay lang.
Green.
Okay lang.
Yeah.
Okay lang lumalabas. Mas maganda yung nakalabas ang ugat. Pangit lang tingnan, kaya lang, mas madaling lagyan ng swero kung
Mm.
kailangan. Na. Okay?
Yes.
So, any
Okay.
questions? May tanong kayo dito sa ano? Okay. So, Ray Benjamin Hoson, anything that you want to add?
Wala naman. Parang yan, importante na talaga na marunong na mag-check ng kanya-kanyang pulse. So, if may abnormal, papaano ko niya agad. Pero so kung normal naman, edi nothing to worry about. Very important din na marunong po tayo. Just in case kailanganin.
Okay. Ha? So, importante. Masaya ako at magandang topic natin ito. Naturuan ko na kayo. Direct teaching na. Ha? Okay. Okay. So, if there are no more questions, we will call it a day. We will see
Doc,
each
may
other.
question po ko isa.
Okay, question?
Doc,
Mayan?
ba't yung iba pong doktor ginagamit ng stethoscope sa likod? Tapos inhale, exhale.
Ano yun? Pinapakinggan yung baga mo, yung paghinga mo. Yung sa harap naman, pag nilagay yung stethoscope sa harap, yung heart, pinapakinggan nila yung puso, yung tibok.
Okay po.
Tibok ng puso, tapos yung kung may murmur, okay? Yung pag mayroon kang, kung may irregular heartbeat ka, kuminsan meron ka ring murmur, pero hindi mo madidetect yung murmur sa kapa ng pulso mo, no? So, maririnig mo lang yung murmur, yung medyo maingay, ganon, ganon, no? So, sa stethoscope lang, no? Kasi yung
Okay
stethoscope
po.
pinapakinggan, di ba? Yung stethoscope
Apo, Doc.
pinapakinggan, it's either the heart, pinapakinggan yung heart mo, o pinapakinggan yung baga mo. Okay? Kuminsan, ginagamit din natin yung stethoscope sa tiyan. Pinapakinggan natin yung contraction ng intestine, kung masyadong maingay o hindi. Kasi pag nagko-contract yung intestine, may sounds yun, di ba? Okay. So, we can use the stethoscope, no? Kaya kuminsan, pag pinapakinggan yung tiyan ninyo with the stethoscope, sasabihin ng doctor ay normo-active, no? Ibig sabihin, okay lang yung contraction ng bituka mo. Kung hypoactive bowel sounds, no, mahina ang contraction ng intestine mo. Kung hyperactive, malakas. Okay? So, ang implication doon, kung hyperactive, baka barado. Somewhere may bara. Kasi kung may bara, tendency magko-contract yung intestine doon sa itaas ng bara. No? Di ba? Okay? Kung hypoactive naman, baka may infection. Lahat ay standstill. No? Standstill ng lahat ng intestine mo, may inflammation, hindi gumagalaw. No? Okay? Sa heart naman, with the stethoscope, aside from, mabibilang mo pa rin yung heartbeat niya through the stethoscope kasi pakikinggan mo yung jug, 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 jug pa rin, di ba? So, ika-count mo lang. Then, titingnan mo kung may yung rhythm niya irregular or regular. And then, the added benefit of the stethoscope over the pulse, yung kapa ng pulse, is that maririnig mo yung murmur, no? Which hindi kaya ng kamay, ng kapa, no? Sa lungs naman, tinitingnan yung pasok ng hangin through your lungs, no? Okay? Kung tama lang yung pasok ng hangin, agos dun okay? So, or mahina pumasok, or ano pa ba yung iba? Okay? Mahina pumasok, usually ganun lang naman, mahina pumasok, at kung may mga sound na, yung abnormal na sounds also. Pag may pneumonia kasi may mga cracking sounds no? Ganon, no? May mga sounds. Okay. Okay?
Okay po. Thank you po, Doc.
Thank you also for the questions. Maganda yung tanong mo, no? Stethoscope, no? So,
Wala pa nga akong
Thank you,
sinasabi.
Doc.
Tapos na kayong mag-isip ng kung ano-ano.
okay. So, wala nang tanong? Wala nang ibang tanong? So, wala nang ibang tanong. We'll call it a day. We'll see each other next week. No? Okay? So,
Thank you po,
bye-bye.
Doc. Happy
Bye
weekend
po.
po.
Thank you po, Doc.
Salamat po.
Welcome.
Thank you, Doc.
Thank you, Doc.
Salamat.